I'm Gareth Williams, co-founder and chairperson of Skyscanner here in our Sofia office, which is the 4th anniversary of doing technology development where we have a growing team.
Hello Gareth, very nice to meet you again.
Great to meet you again.
It's an unusual place for a meetup, but still you just told me that you haven't been to our Terminal 1, the infamous old Sofia Airport, but as everything else, things have changed.
Yeah.
So it's gone for Skyscanner for the past 2 years. So let's start with that. What has changed for you since the acquisition by Ctrip? And have things grown, speed up, or what happened?
Yeah, it's been a fascinating experience. One of the things that was promised at the time of the deal was autonomy of strategy and execution. And that's really happened, and that's really good. It's meant that Skyscanner has grown a lot. It's meant that we've been able to prioritize the things we care about. We're collaborating with Ctrip very well. We're learning from the Chinese experience as well. They're very mobile first. They're already ahead of us as consumers. They buy everything on their phone, and there'll be a cashless society
So
very
China
soon.
has sped up the online experience
Yes.
quite significantly during the past couple of years.
Yeah, and I think not everyone realizes that in consumer and app and mobile-based terms, they're ahead of us, and so we get to learn and understand how the Chinese consumer is behaving, because the rest of us will do similar things.
I guess it's not just a one-way process, because as you learn from the Chinese, which is obviously the largest market in the world, they can also learn something from you as the one most famous startup in that area.
Yeah, I think it's, for so many years, you'd look to American companies, and often the American companies, and still do, they have such a big home market that they don't spend a lot of time thinking about the international markets. And it's the same with China. The domestic market is huge. And so they need to learn how to internationalize what they do. And I think they learn that from us. It's also what the advantage to European startups is. We start off international. We're traveling between countries with different languages, different cultures. And so that's the thing that we should be good at all over Europe.
You mentioned another 2 keywords, which are traveling, but America as well. So both have changed. Well, with Trump, has America become great again? I don't know. And in what respects? In aviation, probably not, because China is the fastest growing market in both terms, in both traveling public, acquisition of new airplanes, new airlines, and so on. But how has the experience changed for the consumer?
Yeah.
Because you're a consumer-facing company, you provide a service. That service has evolved quite significantly, I guess, in the last few years.
Yeah.
In what respects?
I think what people expect has got greater, higher. So it used to be that we could show the relevant and comprehensive information, and then people would go on and make a purchase with whoever they chose. That doesn't work as well on a mobile device, and so we're doing a lot more, so that more and more you can buy the ticket on your device, either with one of our partners or with an airline, but you're doing it on in our app on a mobile device. And a few years ago, people didn't buy things on their app, certainly expensive things like flights.
Is that what instant booking is all about? Because that is one of the major changes since the last few years.
Yeah, that's right. And really it's to recognize that a mobile experience needs to be quick and convenient. And so that's why we focus on that and the ability to get not just flights but hotels and car hire, etc., as well. And that is a lesson also. That happened maybe 4 years ago in China because so many people don't use a desktop or a laptop in China.
That's actually something that I have experienced firsthand myself just a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
In your app, quite directly, I've managed to book 2 different actually reservations for a transfer flight, and then on the return leg, it was a low-cost airline. But I managed to do it both just in Skyscanner's app, and it was quite seamless.
Yeah.
Is that the way to go forward for the consumer, to make everything happen in one app and instantly?
Yeah, and really we're still a marketplace that shows all the options. The difference is more and more you get the chance, the convenience of doing the booking within our app. And so that makes us more like other popular e-commerce marketplaces that allow multiple different suppliers to present what they do on the marketplace.
What is the cost, both for you as a developer and as the innovator behind the technology, but on the other hand also for the consumer? Because from what I saw, there is no difference in regard to the end price for me as a consumer if I buy the ticket directly from the airline or through the app.
Yeah, so the cost for the consumer is zero, and the no difference to going direct, and the cost to the airline or the online travel agent is actually very small. We rely on having heading towards 100 million people. It's over 70 million people using us each month, and it's through scale that we manage our costs, and through not overspending on marketing. But really and then the value we're providing is by maximizing the amount the airline ends up getting, which means that certainly companies like Wizz and Ryanair and EasyJet, they continue to expand in Europe and really change the way that they really connect countries between Europe, and people's families are spread around Europe. People go from their home country or come back to work, and they're facilitating that. I think Sofia Airport has grown 30% in traffic in 1 year.
So. Yeah, it has grown quite significantly. We cannot see it right now.
Yeah.
Here it's kind of a museum part of the airport with the old aircraft. I guess that's going to grow as well. But it was the low-cost revolution here in Sofia that actually drives the new traffic. Ryanair and Wizz and other airlines, but they are now actually scaling down during the winter, which is unusual. But we are in a process of privatizing the airport, so that's going to change as well. Last but not least, IATA has recently gone through a drive to facilitate the travel agents as their end customers to develop a new system which will allow them to just sell tickets directly. Will that impact your business and your business model?
I think one of the things is online travel and travel in general is so huge that we have always taken the view that we concentrate on what we're doing and can we do it better than we did it yesterday. I think there will always be a range of choices, and that's good. But I think in the long term, being able to buy from your phone and have all the information pushed to you when you need it. So if there's a flight delay or if there's been a price change and you're monitoring the prices, we think that over time, more and more people will want to plan their travel and book their travel that way.
Is that going to make, in the long term, the physical travel agent and agencies obsolete?
I think the physical travel agents that concentrate on expert knowledge will continue to have a role. Where they're just doing the manual ticketing, that's reduced each year over year for the last 20 years.
So thank you very much for this conversation. Obviously,
a real pleasure.
You're going forward. Lots of success to Skyscanner and to the company. And I think if we meet in 2 years, maybe the world will be changed again.
Yeah, hopefully for the better.